let's be real for a second. By 2026, the content game that we all know is going to look completely different. I mean, the floodgates of AI-generated text are already wide open. So the real question isn't about creating more content. It's about creating authority. And to do that, you're going to need a whole new playbook. So let's just start with a quick, honest look in the mirror. Think about your content strategy right now. Are you truly 100% confident that it's cutting through all that clutter and actually making an impact? Or, and be honest, is it just adding to the giant, ever-growing mountain of digital noise? It's a tough question, I know, but it's the one that's going to separate the winners from the losers in this new era. And this slide right here, this really gets to the absolute heart of it. On one side, you've got simple text generation. And frankly, anyone can do that now. It's a commodity. But on the other side, you have authority generation. Think about it this way. A writer produces words. But a publisher builds an entire system. They're thinking strategically about structure, distribution, audience, and the long-term game. And that right there is the crucial mindset shift we all have to make. Now, this brings us to what I think is the biggest threat on the horizon. It's a term you really need to get familiar with: AI slop. So what is it? It's that endless fire hose of generic, low-quality, just soulless content being churned out by AI. You've seen it, right? The articles that sound like a robot wrote them, the blog posts with zero real insight. It's a massive trap, and it is so easy to fall into if you're not careful. So why is this slop so dangerous? Well, it all comes down to this: EEAT. And look, this isn't just some random Google rule you have to follow. It's literally a blueprint for amazing content. Experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. When you build your content around these 4 things, you're not just trying to avoid some penalty. You're building a loyal audience that actually trusts you. You're making stuff people want to read and share. What's really fascinating is how the tools themselves are evolving to meet this challenge. Let's break it down like this. Your general LLMs, like ChatGPT, they're your brilliant brainstorming buddy. Writing assistants like Grammarly, they're your super meticulous editor. But to really build authority at scale, a whole new category is emerging: full-stack production engines. These things are like having a complete publishing house in a box, already engineered for excellence right from the start. Okay, so how do you actually do this? How you build that authority and stay miles away from the AI slop? Well, it all boils down to mastering 3 core pillars. If you can get these right, you can scale your content way up without watching your quality and your brand just fall off a cliff. First up, pillar number 1, technical integrity. I want you to think of your content like a beautiful house. This pillar, this is the foundation. It's the schema, the metadata, the site structure, all that crucial invisible work that happens under the surface. If that foundation is cracked, it doesn't matter how great the content inside is, the whole house is eventually going to crumble. Now, let's move to the second pillar. And this one's about your soul, brand integrity. This is all about finding and then fiercely protecting your unique voice. It's making sure your content sounds like you, that it has your personality, and that it connects with your audience on a real human level. The goal here is to sound like a trusted expert they know, not some interchangeable machine. And the third pillar, the one that is so often forgotten, is visual integrity. Look, visuals aren't just there to make your stuff look pretty. They make it more engaging, more memorable, and way more shareable. And when you actually optimize those visuals for SEO correctly, you are giving your content a massive and seriously untapped advantage in this race for attention. Now, here's where the magic happens. When you combine these 3 pillars, the technical, the brand, and the visual integrity, you stop being just a content creator. You evolve. You become a full-stack publisher. You're building a complete, integrated system that's designed for sustainable success from day 1. And that brings us to the most important point of all. The game-changing shift is moving from thinking, man, I need to hire a writer, to realizing, oh, I need to build a publishing system. And this is exactly where a new generation of tools, like Vyndow SEO, is starting to make a huge difference. It's not just another writer, it's an engine designed to help you build that exact system.
And you can see right away how it directly plugs into those three pillars we just talked about. It handles the technical foundation for you, it helps you lock in and maintain your brand voice, it automates all that complex visual SEO stuff, you see? It takes care of the heavy lifting, which means you can focus on what you actually do best, being the expert and the strategist behind it all. It's like having a whole team of specialists right at your fingertips.
So you might be wondering, okay, who is this for? Well, whether you're a solo blogger grinding it out, a growing agency, or a business owner, this shift towards an autonomous engine can fundamentally change how you work and compete. Let's break down how. If you're a niche blogger, you know the grind. You know how hard it is to create high-quality stuff consistently. A publishing engine helps you automate all the tedious technical parts so you're free to just focus on making genuinely valuable content that your audience is going to absolutely love and share. It's all about quality at scale. For SEO agencies, this is a total force multiplier. It lets you deliver way better, more consistent results for your clients, but in a fraction of the time. And this isn't just about saving money. It's about scaling your impact and building your reputation as a real strategic partner. And if you're a business owner, you're the expert in your field, right? This approach lets you translate that deep expertise into authoritative content that pulls in new customers and builds incredible trust, all without you having to become a full-time SEO technician. It just lets your expertise shine. So let's just make this paradigm shift crystal clear. Think of it like this. The old way, AI-assisted writing, that's like having a co-pilot. Yeah, it's helpful, but you're still the one flying the plane. AI-driven publishing, on the other hand, is like having a fully autonomous vehicle. You just set the destination, and it handles all the complex mechanics of getting you there safely and efficiently. It's a brand new way of thinking about the entire journey. So, are you ready to stop just adding to the noise and start building real, lasting authority? You can take the first step right now and just see what this new way of working feels like. Go start a free trial of Vyndow. You've got absolutely nothing to lose and a whole new level of impact to gain. I want to leave you with this one thought. The future of content isn't about writing. It's about building. It's about becoming the architect of a powerful content ecosystem that's going to stand the test of time. So the real question is, are you ready to pick up the blueprints